You're listening to the SClubBeat with Dale and Katey.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the SClubBeat. I am Dale.
And I'm Katey.
And today we are here to talk about three things. What are those three things, Katey?
2 in a Million.
2 in a Million.
You're my number one.
You're my number one.
And Boyfriends and Birthdays.
All three of them. We're going to talk about all three of them today. So we are about 3 episodes in. We have 3 episodes to go, and then we're done with season 1. Today we have a very special guest, someone who has been with the podcast since before it even started airing. We have Zach, all the way from Tennessee.
Hello, friend.
Hi, Zach.
Hi, guys. What's up?
Not too much. We're here to talk about Boyfriends and Birthdays, 2 in a Million, and You're My Number One. Do you want to help us?
Sure, why not? That's why you call me, right?
We got so many things going on. And for those who don't know, Zach has been editing all of our podcast episodes thus far. So thank you, Zach.
You're welcome.
Today we're going to talk about Boyfriends and Birthdays. It is the second television special from S Club. It is the link between Miami 7 and LA 7, or S Club 7 in Miami and S Club 7 in LA, depending on your region. And it is a middle ground. So for those who don't know, the special was released on December 12th of 1999. It is a show that starts off with Rachel at a telephone booth, and she's talking to her boyfriend. He's like, you need to come home or leave the band or something like that or another. I can understand that, but at the same time, she's trying to make it big. She's trying to be successful. Like, let her shine, you know? And
she's not cheating, so, I mean...
she's living her best, authentic S Club life. You can't fault her for that.
Yeah, she's calling him and writing him, and so...
So, I think this is one of several instances where Rachel does leave the band for her boyfriend, or she gets into an argument with her boyfriend about being in the band. Something like that. I don't know. So from there, the band stop at a trailer park where they discover a family who's been stuck. Something's wrong with their car, so they can't travel. And it's one of the little kids' birthdays. His name was Jimmy Bob, Joe Bob, something. Something about Jimmy Bob, Joe Bob.
Jimmy Bob.
This is Bobby Joe. This is Marianne. This is Jimmy Bob. This is Lori Beth, and I'm Rosemary.
Hey.
Hi.
I don't know. But the kid wants to be out for his birthday, and Joe has to come up with the money to buy the parts to fix the car. In the town, we get the first taste of new music with Reach. So this song was not on the first album, but it's a new song, Katey, and we got it a day before a new single release. Does that make any sense to you?
Absolutely not.
I don't understand why they did that, because Reach would be released the following April. Isn't that crazy?
We gotta get through the first two first, or the...
Yeah, we have to get through 2 in a Million, and You're My Number One, and here we are with Reach. We don't know what to do with this. We're like 10 at this point. Yeah. We can't, like, however old I am now, I can't fathom it. I'm so confused. Why do we have Reach? Anyway, so we get Reach.
I mean, a sneak peek, I guess, just for like a little album.
And the version in Boyfriends and Birthdays does differ from the single version. This is when they fully believed in doing demos in the shows. I don't think we really got that much in LA, not as much as we did in Miami. So
they also cut John off.
Yeah, they cut out that first, didn't they? Mm-hmm. But maybe that was like an afterthought after the production. Like, it's an early version. Yeah, Reach was intended for the debut album, Katey. But we can talk about that come that episode. There's not really much to talk about this special. I think I pretty much said everything worth saying. Do y'all have anything you want to add? Any scenes that stand out?
It's a standout for Hannah, I think.
Yeah,
her comedic...
That's the Cornfield episode, isn't that?
Yeah.
So.
I think...
Yeah, I thought it was very sweet how they wanted to find a birthday party for the kid they just met at the trailer park.
Yeah.
So they were breaking that money for Rachel and for the party. So they were working really hard for that money on the episode.
They were working hard for the money back in those days, y'all. So,
well, Tina told Rachel to put her chest out.
They did. So a standout for me is the part of the show where the boy runs away and they're like all trying to find him, and Rachel goes to the loneliest part of the beach. It's like, it's right before the end. Like, it's one of my favorite scenes because she's like, you know, I always go to the loneliest part of the beach. That's, you know, where I always go to like sit and be by myself. And it has my favorite quote that I think I've ever heard from Rachel. And she was like, boys cry, I should know I've made them. And I just love that. I love that energy, Rachel.
What do you mean? Well, boys cry sometimes. I mean, I should know. I've made them.
As we all know, 2 in a Million was released the following day. So Boyfriends and Birthdays aired on December 12th. 2 in a Million, You're My Number One was released on December 13th. So y'all got one day to think about it. The song 2 in a Million was released as a standalone in certain countries. The only one that I know for certain was the United States, where it was released as the band's second single because they completely skipped S Club Party. So US went straight from Bring It All Back to 2 in a Million, and then they skipped Reach and went straight to Natural. So the United States just does whatever it wants.
Yeah.
So the last release that I have the date for, because, you know, I'm very bad with gathering release dates, was that it was actually released in Japan as You're My Number One / 2 in a Million on April 1st. So that is Hannah's birthday, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
April Fools.
Is it Hannah's birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was released on Hannah's birthday in Japan. I just want to fact check that before I say it. Yeah, it is April 1st. And then it was released in the United States on March 7th, with this Paul's birthday, correct?
Yes.
So they were releasing things on the S Clubbers' birthdays. Isn't that beautiful?
How sweet of them.
I doubt they know. Like, I doubt they,
No.
seriously.
It's like, this is a Tuesday, here you go.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. So this song, or this CD set, it had my favorite song, my favorite S Club song of all time, Katey. Do you know what that is? We Can Work It Out. It was the B-side. We Can Work It Out. So this is one of my favorite S Club songs. Rachel's vocals are so strong in this. Like, they're just so flawless. I love Rachel Stevens.
And they're very unhealthy.
It's a fun song to listen to. It's a real fun song.
And it's so nice to have Hannah and Rachel together, just living their best lives. And, like, you can just see them in the car, like, together.
Not driving.
Not driving. No one's driving. Like, car's just moving. But, yeah, so it features my favorite B-side, We Can Work It Out. And it also features Down at Club S. So, do you have any opinions on Down at Club S or We Can Work It Out?
I prefer Down at Club S over We Can Work It Out, and I know you disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
Controversy.
They're both very good songs. Like, I'm not downplaying either song. I love any song.
They both have similar beats, too. I mean...
And I just love songs that teach me to spell. I think spelling is important. And I did not...
It is nowadays.
It is now. And I didn't know how to spell club as a 10-year-old, so now I know.
I just wish we would have gotten the Miami 7 version with the whistles and the extra verse. Like, I just wish we would have got that.
They were driving in the car in Miami when they sang Club S, right?
They did both. They sang it in the car, and then they sang it later on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember the car scene. It's like, this is an unusual song. Like, I don't remember this song at all. And I remember hearing it first time.
This is the first song that ever taught you to spell something. I don't think there were any before that, you know? Some cool facts about this, it's the first double A-side song that S Club released. So, do you know what a double A-side is, Katey?
Yes, I do.
Can you explain
it's a single with two main songs.
Yes, 2 album tracks together. So it features 2 in a Million, You're My Number One, and there's so many different versions of it. So I think the ones that are featured on this are the Miami 7 version and the Boyfriends and Birthdays version. Or is it the 2000s version? We don't know. Let me look. So it's the Boyfriends and Birthdays version of 2 in a Million and the Miami 7 version of You're My Number One. So The 2000s
But
version.
That's still the regular version, though. Like, even though it says Miami 7, that You're My Number One is still
Right. Yeah.
the regular version.
Basically, because it's not the demo version that we do get in Miami 7. That's what's so confusing about the TV show and like the demo versions. Is because we don't know what they're actually called, because they say this is the Miami 7 version, but it's not the version that's in Miami 7. 19, stop lying to us. We aren't children anymore. We are catching on.
We want answers. We want the truth.
In America, when it was released, we got snippet versions of S Club Party and You're My Number One, and the Mark Picotti Club Mix of 2 in a Million. We didn't get much in America. Like, I don't even think
they didn't.
I don't think our single even. Anyway, we can talk about America later. So You're My Number One was promoted by itself in Mexico. Did y'all know that?
No, I did not.
No, I didn't either. I'm just kidding. I did know
Maybe
that.
that's why we didn't get You're My Number One, because it promoted 2 in a Million was promoted only in the U.S. You're My Number One was in Mexico. They just split it.
Do y'all have any comments on any of that fun stuff?
Well, I would just say that I like the 2000 versions a lot more than the album version. Add the whole orchestra feel to it.
The 4-minute interlude.
No, yeah, pretty much, yes. Yeah.
I know we discussed this in our deleted stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's a happy song. You think it's a breakup song.
Yeah, it is a breakup song. Like, I guess this is something else that we can get your input on, because we didn't have anyone else in that episode. It was just Katey and I arguing with each other for like half an hour. Katey is saying that it's like a happy-go-lucky song, and I'm like, no, this is definitely a breakup song. So what do you think, Zach?
Well, I think
yeah.
I have to side with Katey on this one. Well, because I think there's a romantic about it.
Right.
To me. You know, but I mean, it's to each of their own, really.
But she sung it while breaking up with her boyfriend, so that was
Right.
like, wait.
Right. But she's not saying, see ya in the song. She's just like, we're 2 in a million, you know? Yeah. So just like, if I'm just, I'm 1 in a million, then that'd be a whole different story.
Well, he didn't feel 2 in a million because he went off with the EMI guy. Girl.
Oh, is it the EMI episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's where she writes the letter, and like she says all those ways to say goodbye.
And then the cake came in the mail, and it's all messed up, and presents, and he showed up. I remember it now. Wow. Yeah.
Hey. So.
Whoa, sorry.
No, you're fine. But so I think it's the start of a breakup. Like, out of all the boys, you're not like the others. You know, I've said that to people. And that's something else that I love doing, is like taking these obscure lyrics from these British songs and saying them to people in my real life. And it just flies right over their head. So like, oh, Dale's very poetic. I was like, no, a professional songwriter wrote that. And I'm just reiterating.
Joe is.
Yeah.
I'm just doing this. But I think it's a breakup song. Because she's like, yeah, we have all the luck that we could be given and it still didn't work. And if the world should stop, we'll still have each other. I don't know.
Well, maybe that's what they were going for. Is for like each way, because in the music video, it doesn't clarify which way it is. It's a breakup or
so sad. Everyone just looks so sad.
Well, I mean that's great. They're wearing white, and they haven't stopped. And they're just syncing this line to the camera, so there's no storyline to that music video. So it's hard to tell.
They're just sitting in a beautiful house, and this is a nice segue into the music videos. So this is the first of 2 S Club music videos that they're just hanging around a house. And Joe, just with her little ponytail, front ponytail, those 2 little strands right there in the front. Katey, can you do it with your hair real quick? Just do the 2 little things right there.
Yeah.
And just imagine the rest of Katey's hair pulled all the way back. It'll be gorgeous.
Let's not talk about my hair.
So, do y'all have any comments on the 2 in a Million music video? I mean, it's very mellow.
So it's very campy. I would say it's very campy.
I love Hannah's hair in this. So, like, the crimped up hair, like, I don't know what they did to it. I think they just took mousse
It's a
and,
lot of hair
spray
stuff. Like, between Hannah's hair, Tina's got a wig, Joe, I believe, has extensions.
I mean, they went for bold patterns on their outfits.
Yeah.
So it's like a fun music video to watch.
And then the black things at the end where they're like they're, y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like towards the end of the music video, they're all dressed in black on a stage and they're all just dancing and like doing their hands down.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
It's very posh. Yeah.
Very posh.
But who has made the S in the mirror in the bathroom?
It's Bradley.
No, who has?
Oh.
Like,
The trampoline, have you?
Yeah.
who has done that?
I think a fan has ever done.
I can't say that I have.
Well, get to it.
The frog just gets on my nerves, so I just wipe it out.
Well, the way I tell myself is like, I remember the episode when you guys were talking about like, you gotta do it backwards. You gotta do like a C instead of an S. You do a C, you got S facing that way.
Yeah, remember.
That's how I taught myself.
I don't know.
I was like, oh yeah.
Beautiful. So
Yeah.
let's segue into the You're My Number One music video because it is so low budget. Like,
So, one day shoot, one day.
it was
done.
a 1 day shoot at best.
Yeah.
They
Took all the color that was not in 2 in a Million and put it in You're My Number One.
Yeah, they probably filmed the day after they shot 2 in the Million.
Yeah, it was probably it was crazy. But I also feel like You're My Number One was filmed like before Bring It All Back. Like, I think it was filmed out of order, like these podcast episodes, and it's driving me crazy. So, they all look younger than they do in You're My Number, like in Bring It All Back or 2 in a Million, or even SClub Party.
So I feel like
It isn't.
in London,
It is a fun music video to watch. It's a fun music video to watch. Everybody's just laughing, having a great time, and bubbles come in out of nowhere.
I could be wrong, but there's a lot of like Bradley antidotes in these music videos because I feel like he only got one outfit for this video. Like, I think he complained about that in something. Yes, because in Bring It All Back, they had to keep switching his shirt because
he was sweating, and in this one they only get one outfit.
Yeah.
So
everyone else got multiple outfits, and he's just like, I just got one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Do y'all have anything else about the music videos?
No, just a fun watch.
Fun time and
Fun time.
melodrama and 2 in a Million. So, that's fun. All right, now we're moving on to Katey's favorite part, the charts. With 2 in a Million, You're My Number One, it charted at number 2 in England, so this is another consecutive number 2. And it will continue to be a number 2 because the next single also goes to number 2. SClub and number 2 are very, very itself. It got to number 4 in Scotland and number 8 in Ireland. So, back to the releases where it was just 2 in a Million, because like I said, in some territories it was just released 2 in a Million. In Australia, Katey, it got to number 25.
Shame.
We're gonna have to talk to an Australian about this because why did they deserve it? Why did they deserve number 25, Katey?
Why did they let them down?
No, it's a 25 out. It's a 25 out of like top 100 or what? It's like what?
I believe that
They're all 100,
I believe it.
So 25 is not that bad.
but it's not number 1. You know,
It's still number one because
So top 10.
it's not put 10. But being 25 out of 100, I'll be thrilled, honestly. Just like me day.
New Zealand, Katey, our friends in New Zealand, they got us to number 1. Yay,
What
New
friends?
Zealand. However, they yes, we do, but they will betray us, Katey. They're gonna betray us, and then they're just gonna disappear for a while. So New Zealand on having 3 consecutive number 1s. It's something that the UK couldn't do, but we have words. We have some words that we would like to have with you in the next episode, and then the episode after that. And the one after that is just
We might bring it up every episode.
and every episode we're like, New Zealand's not here. New Zealand, where are you? I had those 3 number 1s. Where are you now? So, Switzerland, we are also upset with you because y'all got us to number 95. Again, out of 100, but I don't have a number 95 charting single, so I'm by no means saying this is bad.
Bad job by S.
Right.
But at the same time, what the crap? Switzerland.
If you're gonna listen to it.
Go, let's get it back. Let's get it back in the charts. They deserve better. And Katey, would you be surprised to know that with S Club's second release in the United States, that it did not chart at all?
No, I'm not surprised.
Not surprised. Are you surprised, Zach?
Not surprised.
So the last thing we're going to talk about, Katey, is your favorite thing in the whole wide world, Katey. What is that? What is your favorite thing to
The
talk about?
year-end charts.
The year-end charts. So they were, what were they? They were the 83rd best-selling single in the UK with 2 in a Million / You're My Number One. And keep in mind, this is only over a 3-week span. So between December 13th and December 31st, they somehow managed to be the 83rd best-selling single. And
I mean,
it's not bad.
it's not bad for 3 weeks at all.
And you're
It's
beating
not.
it yourself, too, because Bring It All Back's on the list as well. So
Bring It All Back was at number 11 and S Club Party was at 60. So between 6 months, they had 3 songs on the top 100.
Best-selling.
And that's impressive.
For a band that's only 6 months old, that's not bad at all. Like, not every
3
band
/
has-
4 songs, right, though?
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
You and Me, You're My Number One count as one. Because it's
Okay.
just one single. So they count it by single release. So they don't...
Well, we count it by 4.
I don't know how we count it. I don't know. But do y'all have any final thoughts on 2 in a Million, You Are My Number One, and or Boyfriends and Birthdays?
2 in a Million is going to be a S Club classic forever. It's a staple for S Club 7.
Something I think I was going to say earlier, because they always tend to release ballads around Christmas. I don't know what it is about ballads and Christmas, because you're supposed to want to be happy around the holidays,
But S Club will keep you that.
Yeah.
and they only release their ballads around Christmas. So we got 2 in a Million, we have Never Had a Dream Come True, and we have Have You Ever. They were all released in December. And
I would like the Christmas.
so the other 2 were specifically Christmas singles. This one wasn't a Christmas single because it was released 2 weeks before Christmas. It was released on December 13th, so about 2 weeks.
Okay. All right.
But the other ones I think were released like the week before or the week of Christmas. Or I think it might have been in November. I don't know. I really don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know.
Shocker.
Don't ask me.
Dale doesn't know something.
But
Fail.
Fail.
Comment down below.
just send. It's fine. But I was gonna say that I think 2 in a Million is the weakest of their ballads that they've released for Christmas.
Yes.
For Christmas, yeah.
I will take that. Just
So-
'cause, I mean, Joe hit some notes and Have You Ever and
Yeah.
Never a Dream Come True. So
And those are much more classic, like S Club songs, like people.
Yeah, much higher on the tier.
Yeah.
About us.
But
Yeah.
this is by no means hate to 2 in a Million. We love
2 in a Million.
No, I mean, this is the first album. So, I mean,
Yeah. And like,
can't hate it. It's just like they started.
Yeah, and we'll talk about this more in the album review, but like there's nothing I would have changed about the single rollouts from this album. I have no notes. I have notes for 7. I have a lot of notes for 7,
we will get there.
but we'll get there. So
Maybe tomorrow.
Do you have 7 notes?
And then when we record.
we can have
You got 7 notes?
set up that.
I can have them available. I have plenty of time to think about them.
So
7 notes for 7.
Yes. So Zach, do you want to shout out your socials where people can follow you?
Yeah, so, okay, you can find me on Instagram at Attack of the Zach. And I also have a YouTube page for my video work, which is 222 frames. So, number 222 frames. Production.
You can put it down here, like
in the
Yeah.
thing.
Right there.
And then you can
Yeah.
follow Katey at Katey_Carmen on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can follow me at World of S Club. And of course, you can follow the SClubBeat on all major socials. And of course, join our Discord at join.sclub.org.
Yes,
So-
please.
It's always going. Always happening.
Always
Who
something
I am
happening.
now a moderator of, by the way.
Yeah.
we are.
Yes, congratulations, Katey.
Okay, so go follow our Discord, go follow our Instagrams, and we will see you next week where I think we are talking about the album, Katey.
Yes, we are.
We are talking about the album next week. So y'all have a great one, and we will see you later, and thank you for listening to the S Club Beat.
You're listening to the S Club Beat with Dale and Katey.